Welcome to the Love Government. I'm Dennis Leary, speaking on behalf of the Love Government. We are doing a series of videos called Sex Cards, and we are now on the sixth card. All of these cards are telling basically the same story. They're telling the story of love and the story of safe and healthy sex within that context. And it's a very, very important story to tell, especially in our culture, which tells all kinds of stories which are simply not true. We are now talking about the lover 6. 6 is a number that corresponds to this overall layout of the cards, the house of cards. And we are on the suit of number, and we are on the 6th suit up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the card up here. This is the first suit of 7, and it's a very important one because number gives us order, gives us organization. There's so many numbers that are associated with our lives. We have a certain amount of years. We call ourselves, I'm so old. We have a social security number. We weigh so much. We're in a certain quadrant on the globe where the intersecting lines go. Anyway, numbers are important. That's why the Love Government starts with numbers to understand. And there is a deep significance to every number. Beyond mathematics. They evoke certain things. So this is the number 6, and it refers to this card here, which is the tarot card called Strength. It's a major arcana card, and it shows the lover as a beautiful woman with an infinity symbol over her head. That's the lamniscate, they call it, the horizontal figure 8, which flows in and out from one side to the other. It's a graceful dance of 2 in 1. And then the beast, the king of the beasts, is the lion, and the lover, the beautiful lady who is beauty, and the beast. And she is making love with the beast. The beast is traditionally been associated with 666. In the Bible, 666 was associated with the beast of the Roman Empire. Because the Roman Empire at that time was the manifestation of a military patriarchy. They were in it for the glory. They were in it for the money. They were in it for the for killing. The Roman Empire was a result of many years of patriarchal development. It started with killing of animals and went on from there to the killing of other men, killing of the women, killing of whole civilizations, and then you had the development of the Roman Empire. Of course, most people think on that with great satisfaction and pride. Oh boy, a great empire. They don't tend to think about all the people that were crucified, mangled, tortured, speared to death under that empire. That's the empire of the patrix, they call it. Patrix, this kind of a pyramid scheme, where the power elites are at the top of the pyramid, which giving orders, and many of the orders are to kill, or to maim, or to threaten, or to terrorize the population below. Get them all in order. But it's an evil order. In modern times it's called the New World Order. So every evil thing that we know of is dressed up in beautiful language. But it's all a lie. It's all a lie. This is that model of reality I'm talking about. And it was moved up from this area. This is the heart down here of a woman-centered culture and it was reversed up to here and made a spade, up here in the chest area. It doesn't look like a heart at all. It's a chest pump up here. But this does look like a heart down here. So what patriarchy did was a rewrite, a reformulation of things to support their political aims, which is basically power over. Boom, boom, power over. And they got all kinds of tricks in their trade to fool people, to tell lies, to tell stories that are simply not true, and they tell it over and over and over. It's called the big lie. And the elites have a saying. They have a saying called the noble lie. They lie, and they think it's nobility. They're trained that way. The top elites of every profession you can think of, military, banking, academia, media, religion, all of the top echelons are in on the big lie. The big lie is his story, as opposed to her story, which is part of the oral tradition that goes back to the origin of our species when we were young. We were called the love culture. Just as a broad indication, we say 100,000 years ago in East Africa by the Big Lake, in the tropics, that's the model. Not that we have to go back there. We bring that, the goodness of that, up into our modern civilization and take the best of that and incorporate it here. Take the best of what we've got. And then we've got a good thing going. But patriarchy wants it all. They want all your money. They want all your life. They want to make you a slave for the rest of your life. They don't care about people. They care about profit. They care about porn. They care about power. Power over. And this is their model. You see it on the dollar bill in the United States. The pyramid, right on the dollar bill. In God we trust, which makes God money. The pyramid, this is the model of their reality. The elites at the top, the hoi polloi at the bottom, the laborers, and so therefore it's an exploitative system. But the thing to realize is that this card here is portraying that. The beast of Roman Nero, or the beast of the modern global empire today, is basically an outgrowth of the Roman Empire. There's not much difference except in technology and sophisticated methods of lying and exploiting the earth. And they're getting more and more sophisticated. And we're going into a situation where we're going to be one big prison if it doesn't blow up in our face and implode before that. So it's a life and death situation we're talking about. That's why the love government rises in this time and place to make a difference. And we're going to go into the details later on that makes a difference. And the devil is in the details. And the devil doesn't take kindly to prying into his business. But we're surrounded by love, so we're not afraid. We have protection if we are on the path of true love, if we want to be a true lover. And that's what the love government is proposing. There's a way to be a true lover as opposed to a false-hearted lover who will betray us every time, every single time. We get suckered in, and then we get betrayed. And we get hit over the head. Now, you get hit over the head long enough, eventually, like in my case, I'm 73 here, in 2013, I've gotten hit over the head so many times that finally, when I got to be 70, I kind of woke up and began to see reality as it is, not how it's painted in Hollywood, or on the television, or in the sports arenas. It's not that way. Not that way at all. So the cards are being used here not only as information for us, but as vehicles of love or energy. These are like dynamos. See, they turn, 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 turn. That's like a dynamo, electric motor. They give energy because you can see both sides. Then you get to make a choice. If you can see clearly both sides. If the blindfolds are taken off the eyes, and the earplugs are pulled out, and the swords are taken out of your heart, pulling those swords out of the heart, like previous cards have shown. So we're on a 6th card now, but the previous cards have shown pictures like this in a prison. That's the New World Order prison, folks. Blindfolded, with double-crossed swords. And here's the big one. The heart of love, that's our heart, pierced with 3 swords. Power, profit, and porn. The 3 sons, the 3 swords of patriarch. Or this one, glorified military death in a mausoleum. But even there we got a window of opportunity. There's a window showing here. That's an angel announcing good news of salvation. Not in a patriarchal sense, but in a woman sense. She's saying the woman is at the center of life. The man is her helper and her assistant. And that system has worked for really millions of years, and it's the only sustainable system. Woman at the center, man at the circumference, helping her, defending. Defending what? Defending against other men who would destroy her, kill the women and children. So the men have to stand up and have courage. So all of these situations here can be turned around. That's the whole point. There's always a way to deal with this stuff if we're honest and clear about it. So all of these negative cards here when we're blindfolded, we turn it around to this. We do a dance of love. If we're in a prison, we can get out of the prison by turning things around. This is loving, making love with the lover. This, if our hearts are in agony and despair and suicidal and hurting, crying out for help, then we need to turn it around and look at this and get this, and so on and so forth. We make a change. We make a change. We can make a change. It sounds very simple, but it's not that easy, especially in the beginning. But little changes, just lean into it. Things don't happen in black and white overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. But little changes can be made. Look at me, I'm 73. And I've changed a lot. Lately especially. But little changes, lean into things. And you get tested every step of the way. But there's a lot more to say. A lot more to say. So thank you for being with us for this 6th episode. And you're welcome to join us with the remaining episodes up to 52. Thank you, and love be with you in all ways. Love be with you in all ways.